Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday. It was raining. I was planning on taking off this afternoon. It's already this afternoon. It's already 1:30. But I got up this morning. The first thing I was going to do was adjust my radio antenna. My antenna on the roof there, because I found some new whips in the garage. I didn't know I had those. I forgot I ordered those. My old one was bent up, right? So I started monkeying around with that, and then I started tuning it, and then I realized that this thing here, this is a radial ground plane thing. This thing's not even grounded. So I started investigating that and monkeying around with stuff, and that whole bar up there isn't grounded. For starters, all that should be grounded for the antenna to work properly, and that's why I was having trouble tuning it. I was like, why is it, why did I have to cut it down so much? So anyway, I started doing that, and then it started raining on me. And then I started looking into this thing right here. These radials, I assumed were grounded onto this piece here. And they're not, they're just screwed into the plastic. So, what is this thing? Is this thing just for looks? I assume these should be grounded, so I started monkeying around with that, and then it started raining on me, so then I went back inside. Then I hear it's raining out in the desert. I hear it's raining and hailing out in the high desert out here. So maybe it's a good thing I stayed home, because I'd be on the road right now, getting someplace, probably in the rain. I don't know. Messed up. It's messed up because this is driving me nuts. It's like, I hate having time to go someplace, but I got another week goes by and I haven't gone anywhere. On one hand, I'm thinking that's not very responsible. Because I don't have any money coming in. In the back of my mind, it's like, yeah, you better not go nowhere. No, you better not go nowhere. Better save your money. Meanwhile, time keeps ticking by, and I end up doing nothing. So, all right, a little while later, I'm back at it. Came down good, now it's drying out again. So who knows about this weather, but I want to get this out of the way. Here's one thing: if you're mounting your antenna on one of these bars, make sure you got a good ground. The outside of this antenna mount here is supposed to be grounded on the metal, right? So that's your negative, and then your positive is in the center. That's for your whip. And I was getting some weird SWR. I was tuning the antenna. Yeah, I got to tune, but something wasn't right. So the issue with these bars is that they got a real good coat of powder coating paint. Really thick, so I had scratched that really lightly the first time I put this on. Not very good. So now I got my little Dremel tool, and I used the little grinder wheel on there and shined it up a little. What's going on here? I'm not focusing. There you go. So I know that's going to ground good, but now this bar is all painted, right? So nothing's really making a good contact. It's got to go from here. This is rubber mounted. It does have some screws, but all this is painted. I think what I'm going to have to do is just run a jumper wire. Put a self-tapper in here with a little wire, and then down to the screw going into the body for this bracket. That little screw. Hope they come out. I made them so they don't come out, so hopefully I can get them off now, because I just want to put another screw in there. I could also just put another screw in, I guess. I sealed all this stuff up real good when I put the screws in with some really heavy duty marine grade caulking. See that? 3M stuff. 3M's always good stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna have to run some kind of jumper over and over. And then we'll see how the SWR works out. But you gotta have a good ground on everything for it to work properly. Might work, but you want it to work properly, right? Alright guys, I think I got it figured out. This is a ground plane radial kit, okay? So that up there is a ground plane antenna, right? So you got your positive going out your whip, and the sheet metal is the other part of your antenna. That's the negative, right? That's the ground. So when it's up on the light bar like that, you get a little different effect because you don't have that flat ground plane, okay? The negative on the sheet metal. So I got one of these kits, and it simulates the ground plane with the radials. Those are what the radials are for. That's the negative side. And I didn't know it at the time, but see this, the black piece there? That's aluminum, and it seems to be powder coated or something. So nothing is grounded. It's painted too good is the problem there. So all these radials are screwed in there. I thought the thing was plastic at first, but no, it's aluminum, but it's got too much paint on there. So I had to scrape a little paint off each radial, pull the radials out and screw them back in, and then the centerpiece, it's pressed in or something, I don't know, I couldn't get it out, so like, because it still wasn't getting to ground. I was getting to ground on all the radials, but not to the important part where your wire hooks up, where the coax hooks up. So what I did, I just took one of my drills, and see the little holes I did? So I got some contact now in there. I just pinned it, or whatever you call it. Just took a chance. I go, that'll give me some kind of contact there. That's all I'm looking for. So now everything's grounded. So I got my little continuity tester here. There we go. See, when you got your positive and negatives, it'll make us tone. Telling you got a short. There we go. I was getting no continuity before. Oh, you stupid thing. Things are moving on me. See, so now everything's grounded. So that's enough of that. So what brought this up is that the old bent up antenna I had, in order to get it tuned properly, I had to cut a bunch off, and I was kind of why. Typically these Wilson antennas, you don't have to cut anything if everything's grounded right. So the new antenna, before I cut anything, I'm checking my grounds. I got no ground. It worked. It works. It should work better after this. So you guys want to hear something funny? Yeah. Ha ha, right? So there's my ground wire. Where we at? And I put it in one of these screws, right? And I put some RTV on there. Silicone. That's all I got. Same thing up here. There's the other one. And I dropped one of those screws, and I go, where'd it go? And hey, just grab another one, right? Well, I just found the other screw. Stepped on that sucker. Oh. Damn it. I had to pull it out of my foot. I don't see any blood though. On the other hand, it did have RTV on it, so does that plug the hole up? Ow! Oh, see that? Where are we at? Oh. Hope it's not toxic.